happy that you're here today. If you got to see my other video, I'm so thankful that you're back. And if you haven't seen it, you can do that later. But today, we want to get to know each other. So I'm going to introduce myself, and then I'm going to ask you to tell me what your name is. My name is Miss Amy. What is your name? Oh, wow. Oh, my goodness. I'm so sure that your other friends that are watching are going to be so happy as well. Make sure that you have some of your friends sitting with you, your brother or your sister. Maybe bring over your family, because today we're going to talk a little bit about the weather. I don't know if you can see, but from my room, it's kind of sunny. I'm so excited about that because we started a new season. Now, there are 4 seasons. What season did we just start? Yes, the spring. Spring is a great time to start seeing all the buds on the trees and the grass turning green. And today I'm hoping to get back outside and get some exercise in. Have you been getting outside and exercising? Oh, great. Oh, you've been trying to ride your bike? That's awesome. And how about the swings and maybe the slides and just running around? Good, I'm happy to hear that. Well, you know, we wanted to talk about how we feel. How are you feeling today? I can help you use your fingers and not use our words to tell about how you're feeling. I'll explain it first, and then you try it at home. So, you can say that you feel happy, or excited, or tired, sad. Maybe you're a little grumpy or angry today. Are you ready to try it on your own? Okay, here we go. So, how are you feeling today? That was great. Keep trying. Remember, happy, excited, grumpy, or mad, sad, and what was the other one? Tired. Those are some really good fun things that you can use. Why don't you ask your family how they're feeling and see if they can remember some of those signs? Great. Okay, so how we started yesterday was talking about our letters and the sounds that they make. This is just the beginning. So when I bring out this, I'm going to introduce you to our letters and how we do this. So what we do is we say the letter on top first. Then we say what the picture is. And then we're going to make the sound that the letter makes when we say that picture name. So if you've done this before, that's great. You're on your way. And also, you can keep practicing. So this is really good. And if you haven't seen it before, I'm just going to go through it. And the more that you watch me and the more that we all practice together, you'll be learning this in no time. Are you ready? Okay, I'm going to do the first one so you know how it goes. A, apple, A. Can you do it? Perfect. Okay, here we go. A, apple, A. B, bat, B. C, cat, K. D, dog, D. E, ed, E. F, fun, F. G, game, G. H, hat, H. I, itch, I. J, jug, J. K, kite, K. L, lamp, L. M, man, M. N, nut, N. O, octopus, ah. P, pan, P. Q, U, queen, qu. R, rat, S, snake, S. T, top, T. U, up, V, van, V. W, wind, W. X, fox, X. Y, yellow, y. Z, zebra, z. How did you do? Oh, it's so much fun, and you can really hear those sounds. Now, when you see these letters, when you're looking at books, maybe when you watch TV or a video, or read a card that someone made for you, or as you start to learn to write your words, you're going to remember these letters and the sounds that they make. This first letter is an uppercase, and the next one to it is lowercase. You'll learn all about that as we go on, but I'm so happy that you gave it a try. And we also are able to learn how to use our fingers to spell and say our letters. And as we learn later on in today's theme, I'm going to be teaching you some new words as well. And if you go back to my video from the zoo, you can learn about how to use your fingers and use ASL to say the words from the animals that we talked about. So, ready? We're going to do our alphabet. Watch my hands. A, B, C. Can you see it better that way? D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Awesome! Wasn't that fun? Pretty soon you can start learning how to put those letters together to make words, and you can talk without making a big noise in the house, and your parents are going to love it. They're going to be excited to use it as well, and you can even use it to speak to other people who don't have a voice to speak. So this is going to be awesome. Well, as I told you, yesterday we did the theme zoo. Today we are going under the sea. And under the sea has so many different things that we are going to talk about that are so exciting. But before we can get to that, I want to talk about some of our listening skills. It's called full body listening. When we're ready to listen, I know it because I can see your eyes looking at me and not maybe looking around or playing with something else, unless that's a time that we ask to do that. I also can tell because you're sitting still. My body is calm. My feet are on the floor or crisscross, applesauce. My hands are ready. My body is turned to the person speaking so that they know that you're ready and you're excited. And I can see that you really are. And I think I'm getting more and more excited as well because I want to share with you some of these exciting things that I have. So, I want to introduce you to some of my little friends that I have here today. What do you think this is? It's an octopus, right? An octopus is fun because it has, let's call them arms, right? How many do you think they have on here? There are 8. Can you count them with me? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You got it. Now we're going to count backwards. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job counting. I love it. Okay, that was octopus. I'm going to show you how to use your hands to say the word octopus. We have his legs and we put him right on top. And you move your hands like this. That's octopus. Nice job. Here's another friend. It's a fish. There's that F sound that we use. So, a fish has a tail and fins. And in sign language, it's this. See him swimming? Just like I did before. Use your hand. Easy. Ooh. Dun 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 dun. What is this? It's not a fish. It's a shark. Right. Shark. Now he has a fin on top, and that's how we kind of tell him apart from a dolphin in the ocean. But a shark has sharp teeth. Can you show me those? No, not those kind. We usually do this, right? But in sign language, this is how you do it. Kind of reminds me of a fin, and we're going to hold it, and he's going to swim like that. Got it? Nice. Whale. A whale. In sign language, you put out your arm, and we make this, and we go, whale. This one is a crab. A crab. This is a cute one, a cute little sign, and it looks so similar to how you probably would say it anyway, and you just never even knew that you were using sign language. So crab is easy, right? Don't be pinching anyone. We're not really crabs. Great. Okay, so let's do some songs. I think I'm ready for that. Are you? Great. Okay, these are some like we did in the other story the other day about the zoo. Some of these you're going to get to move. Some of them you're just going to listen. But definitely I'd like you to try to sing along with me. I don't want to be the only one singing. Okay, so let's do, this one's fun. Okay, shark. Remember what I said? How do we usually show a shark? With the teeth, right? You can even make the face. So it goes like this. To the tune of the wheels on the bus. The shark in the sea goes chomp, 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 chomp. The shark in the sea goes chomp, 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 all through the sea. Perfect. That was easy. How about the fish? We know that one. We can really use our sign that we just learned. Ready? The fish in the sea goes swish, 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 swish. The fish in the sea goes swish, 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 all through the sea. The octopus, ready? Remember this one? The octopus in the sea goes wiggle, 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 wiggle. The octopus in the sea goes wiggle, 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 all through the sea. Now we could do the crab. Let's do the crab. The crab in the sea goes pinch, 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 pinch. The crab in the sea goes pinch, 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 all through the sea. That was fun. You can think of new animals that live under the sea, and you can make up your own movement for it, and you can add on to this song. Can you do that for me? Great. That'll be fun. Okay, now. Oh, this one is a really fun one, and it kind of is silly. So, a sailor is someone who likes to go to the ocean, and that's part of his job. He goes out into the ocean to sail. Maybe he's catching fish. Maybe he's catching crabs or lobsters. Maybe he's taking people fishing. But are you ready for this one? Okay. A sailor went to sea to see what he could see. But all that he could see was the bottom of the deep blue sea. See? Let's do it again, but I'm going to go a little faster. A sailor went to sea to see what he could see. But all that he could see was the bottom of the deep blue sea. See? Really quick. A sailor went to sea to see what he could see. But all that he could see was the bottom of the deep blue sea. See? Okay, That was enough of that one. Okay, so we have this one going to the tune of Row, Row, Row Your Boat. Catch, catch, catch a fish, catch him on your line. Reel it in, this one will be mine. So we can use our hands to pretend that we have a fishing pole. Hold your fishing pole. Don't let it go, because when we go fishing, you have to hold the pole and you swing it out like this, and the string or and the hook go way out into the water, and you don't want to let go because you're going to lose it. Hold on to that fishing pole. Are you ready? Catch, catch, catch a fish, hook it on your line. Reel it in, this one will be mine. Did you catch a fish? Well, it's great to use our imagination, so I'm going to pretend that I caught a fish. I mean, it was like this big, and maybe even bigger, but I guess you'll never know. But in here, I caught an amazing fish. I bet your fish was even better than mine, but you keep thinking about it. Okay, so how about this one to the tune of Are You Sleeping? Fish are swimming in the sea, in the sea. A splishin' and a splashin', a splishin' and a splashin'. Look and see, look and see. Did you see any in your mind? What color were they? How many were there? Were there a lot? Oh, that must have been amazing. I'm so glad you have a great imagination. I love it. Okay, how about I hear the ocean at the beach, crashing, splashing, foaming, clashing, splashing, foaming at the beach, Now, we're going to do a theme about going down to the beach or down the shore. And that one is going to be so much fun because of all the different things that you get to do if you've been to the beach. Now, if you haven't been to the beach, that's okay, because we're going to tell you all about the things that you get to do when you finally do get to visit the beach. And I hope that you get so excited that that's where you want to go next. And maybe, since I live near the beach, maybe I'll meet up with you down there with your family and we can sing some of the songs and do some of the things that we were talking about. That's going to be so exciting. Okay, well, right now, I have some fun things that you get to find under the sea. And here are some of them, because they're also found on the beach, but they all started inside, under the water of the ocean. So these are what? Shells, correct. Now, there's all different kinds here. Look at this amazing one. Every time I see it, I think of it as a unicorn. I don't know what the real name of this one is, but could you look it up? And maybe you can send me a message and tell me what it's called. That would be great if you and a trusted adult can go online safely, go search out seashells, and maybe you can find your own. Look at this one. Can you see it? It's so bumpy. It's not smooth at all. This one might have had a hermit crab in it. There's water hermit crabs and there's land hermit crabs. I've had lots of land hermit crabs in my life. Have you? This one doesn't look so pretty on the outside, but I don't know if you can see the beautiful shiny parts of this shell. This one is very smooth. We have all different kinds. This one is beautiful and smooth on the inside and bumpy on the outside. We have little ones. I have these type of shells that almost look like the unicorn one, but yet it's so different. When I look at it, I also see a shape. Do you know what shape I'm thinking I see? You're right, a triangle. This could be the shape of a triangle. I have smooth ones like this. I have white ones like this. I have all different kinds of shells. Oh, I wonder if you have any shells that you might have found on your turn at the beach or at the shore, or maybe someone sent you some. That would be a fun thing we can do. We can make a game of this. If you were in my class right now, I would have these on the floor, and I would ask you to find maybe 2 that are matching. I found 2. Or maybe I would do it by smooth or bumpy ones. Or maybe I would do it by size, small and large. There's so many fun things that you can do with a shell. Oh, I hope that you get to do that. Oh, this is going to be great. Wait till you see this one. Okay. Uh-oh. Something's caught in my net. Okay. This is called a net. Have you ever seen one like that? There are all different kinds of nets. There's butterfly nets that you can go outside and try to catch some of the butterflies or grasshoppers or things like that. But this one is kind of like what they use to go fishing locally in the ocean. And what someone would do is take this, and they call it cast. I would cast the net out, which would mean I would throw it out into the water, and it has a long line on the side that I hold on to so I don't lose it. And they let it go, and it sinks down, 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 all the way to the bottom. And we wait a little bit, and we see by pulling it up quickly if we caught anything. Should I do that real quick? You have to be patient. I'm going to throw this over here and see if we caught anything in our net. Oh, I did! Look at some of the things I caught in my net. Oh my goodness. Let me take them out for us to see. What is this? What an interesting creature. The face kind of looks like a horse, but yet it has a fin and a tail. Does anyone know what this is called? A seahorse! You got it! I've seen some real ones at the zoo or the aquarium, and they are beautiful animals. And they use their tail to hold on, so while the water's going back and forth, they don't get swept out to sea. They kind of just hold on like that. It's really amazing. Okay, I have something else that got caught up in my net. Here he is. It is this is going to be tricky. Oh, he really got caught up in the net. Sorry there. Please don't pinch me. Do you see what it is? This is called a lobster. Now, I don't know about you, but I know some people who like to eat lobster. Is that why you've heard of that name before? Because we don't usually get to see these while we're at the beach swimming at the shore. Or you might have gone fishing with someone who's caught these. But this is a lobster. Now, it's not a crab, even though it has pincher claws on top. Because I'm going to show you. Let me get my other one that's caught in here, because I see he brought a friend, and it's not another lobster. Guess what it is? It's a crab. Oh my. Sir, you have to stop pinching and holding on to my net. Oh, there he is. Wow. I'm going to teach you something right now. This one is not alive and he's not really moving, but there is something that I'm doing that is the safe way of holding a real crab if you were to go exploring. I don't want you to grab a crab, but if you ever see someone that has fished and they've caught the crabs, they hold it from the back like this because the pincher part can't get you back here. And even though he has other legs all around, they might touch you, but they don't pinch you. But I don't want you to go out now and try and go catch a crab just because you see me holding it. But if you do see someone holding it, the safe way is this way, okay? So now that they're next to each other, do they look the same? No, but they do have pincher claws on top, so always be careful. Now here's something else that's beautiful that you can find. Now this comes in all different shapes and colors and sizes, so this isn't the only one that's out there under the sea. But this is what shape does it look like? Starfish, right. This is a starfish. And you might see those clinging to the side of a rock, but they also crawl along the bottom of the sea, out further than where we usually stand jumping over the waves. So they're out there too. Wasn't that fun? The things that you can do with a net. So I have a game that I don't think we're going to be able to play together, but it's something that you can do at home with your family to do something with the sea. And it's a really fun game about fishing. So here's what I'm going to show you. Maybe you can show mom or dad or grandma or grandpa, aunts or uncles, your trusted adult that's with you. These are what? Jellyfish. I made some sharks. I made an octopus. I have all kinds of fish. And what I did was, oh, and I have a big whale. Look at this big whale. And what I did is I cut them out and I put, I don't know if you can see this. I'm going to turn it this way so you can see it. But this is a paper clip. Do you see it now? Yeah. And I put it on top. And I went and I cut a piece of string. I cut a piece of string and I found a magnet. These were from a game that I had and I just tied it on there. So it's so super easy for you to do, but so much fun. So what I did is I pretended that we were going fishing. So I had everyone come and take their fishing pole. Here it is. And I laid out all those fish on the floor and I had everyone take a chance to try to catch a fish. So here's how it would look. Here they are, pretend they're laying on the ground for you. And I would put my magnet over. I'd try really, really hard to focus, thinking with my mind and using my body to put my arm in the right spot. And very calmly pick up the string and look what I caught. I caught the whale. So I'm just going to swing it over here to my big pile and I'll show you what I caught. Here we go. Oh, I caught two things. I caught a fish and the octopus. Do you remember? How do we make fish again? How do we do octopus? Great. So you can make a fun game at home, very easy, and it's very cheap, so we don't have to spend lots and lots of money. So anyway, you can do this at home And you can make a fun game by sorting it by maybe the same color, the same type of undersea creature. You can do it by timing each other. You can do lots of different ways to make this into a fun game, a learning adventure, which is what we're all about. And we're going to do it nice and easy and cheap. That even makes it more exciting for mom and dad. Okay, so that's a fun game that we can do. Now, the other thing is, since I'm not going to be doing crafts with you today, I'm going to give you an idea. Here's something that I had done. I cut out a simple shape of a fish. Why is it white? Because that's where your imagination comes in. What color would you make it? Would you use colored pencils? Would you use colored markers? Would you use paint? Would you use glue and tissue paper? How about using glue and maybe a few things maybe from the kitchen? If mom or dad or grandma or grandpa or the family that you're with right now, after you ask them nicely, maybe they can give you some things from the kitchen, like maybe a few pieces of rice to make it bumpy, or a long spaghetti, a piece of spaghetti. It's nice and long and smooth. Break it up and put it on. That will make it feel different. How about cutting up pieces of foil and putting that on to make like a rainbow fish with a special sparkle? Or you can use pasta. You can use as many things as you'd like. How about cutting up old newspapers to practice those fine motor skills and those scissor skills too? Cut up things, but before you cut anything, make sure you ask if it's okay that you can do that. All right, that's one of my rules too, making sure that you have permission before you just do anything. Not that you can't do it, it's just we want to make sure that everybody does the same thing and everybody is happy with the end result. Got it? Good. That's one thing. Your parents might have something, I don't know about this anymore, but maybe they might still. This was cut from a coffee filter. I made a whale. And what you can do with this one is you can draw a little bit with a marker on it, and then you drop little water droplets on it, and you'll watch the colors spread. And did you know that if you put water on the color black, black is made up with a whole bunch of different colors. So you'll see blue come out of it, and green, and different colors. It's an amazing, fun activity to do. And this is also a fun thing to do. This is a piece of sandpaper. Now, what I did is on the back, I would trace different seashell shapes. And then we would practice with our scissor skill of cutting them out. And you can use chalk on it or crayon on top, because it feels different than just using crayons and chalk on paper. This is the texture is very bumpy. And so it would feel really fun. So you can try that out as well. That's always a fun thing. So these were just suggestions, some things from around the house, maybe that are still here, that you can do, or think of your own. Send me a message. I'd love to hear your ideas that you came up with. That's the beautiful part about an adventure, because maybe I haven't experienced it, but I would like to. And if you told me about it, I can try it out. And I would love to hear about it. Okay, so today I'm going to read a story for you. And it is called The Bravest Fish. Have you ever seen this one before? Oh, it's going to be so fun. But it's by Matt Buckingham, originally titled Bright Stanley. The Bravest Fish. Come on along with me and let's hear about this story. The Bravest Fish. Far below the waves, a little fish named Stanley lived with his school. They were the brightest, sparkliest fish of the deep, deep sea. One morning, Stanley woke up late. "Hello? It's me," he called to his friends. But the reef was strangely quiet. Oh no, where'd everybody go? He was late. Oh, and there's that starfish I was telling you about. And the coral. This is where he lived, under the sea. Suddenly, Stanley remembered that today was the day his school swam to cooler waters for the summer. "Jumping jellyfish!" he groaned. He hurried to the meeting point as fast as his fins could carry him. This is the meeting point, but no one's around. But no one was there. As he looked around, he saw a bright light. "Aha! They haven't gone far," he said, and he raced toward the glow. Do you see it? It's way over here. He better hurry fast. Oh, but it was only the lobster counting coins. "Go away! Don't touch my treasure," the lobster growled, snip-snapping his claws. "But I'm looking for my friends," said Stanley. "Fish," the lobster grumbled. Those others were in such a hurry to find someone, they upset my coins." "Others?" asked Stanley. "My friends." "Join them then," snarled the lobster, and Stanley sped off. That didn't seem like a welcoming place or being a very nice friend. I think he was feeling grumpy or mad. Ahead of him, Stanley saw a shimmer. He could just make out a bright, sparkly fish. One of his friends. "Hello? It's me," he called, swimming faster. Do your fish sign. Swim faster. Good job. Clunk! Stanley crashed headfirst into something hard. Ow. "Jumping jellyfish!" he cried. It wasn't one of his friends at all, but it was his own reflection in a shiny pearl. Oh, Stanley. Oh, Stanley rubbed his bumped nose, feeling a little dazed. He didn't notice the dark shape coming up behind him. Do you see it? Shh, let's see how this ends. Maybe we're going to find out why they call him the bravest. When he turned around, Stanley found himself staring straight into the mouth of a huge shark! Oh, look how little Stanley is. Look how ginormous this shark is. Look at those teeth. Ah! Stanley shrieked. Over coral and under weeds, he sped with the shark snapping at his tail. Finally, Stanley saw a small hole in a rock below. He dived down inside to just miss being gobbled up. Whew. Oh my. Okay, Stanley, you got me nervous on that one. Look at that. Deep within the cave, Stanley shivered and shook. He felt sad and lonely. He was beginning to think he'd never see his friends again. Oh no, I've had days like that too, where I'm getting concerned I might not see my friends. But it's okay. Come on, Stanley, show us how you dealt with this. "Well, I can't stay here forever," he said at last. Stanley poked his head out of the cave to see if the shark had left. "Jumping jellyfish!" he squealed. The sea was a golden orange, glowing and glittering color. It was the most wonderful sight he had ever seen before, because right there in front of him were his friends. "Hello, it's me," he called. "Stanley?" His friends cheered. "Yes, it's Stanley. Where have you been? We've been looking all over for you." And Stanley told them his adventures as they were swam off in one bright, sparkly, happy school. Look at them. They're all excited to be together. How about you? Do you get so excited when you get to see all your friends? Do you remember how I showed you to say excited in sign language? And make the face. Because if I do a face like this, it doesn't really seem very excited, does it? But let's think of the bravest fish. Something happened that didn't make him feel very brave at all. But he decided that he was going to make a difference. And he took a chance. And he said, "I'm not going to stay here. I want to try something new." And he did. And what did he get? He got to see his friends. So sometimes we kind of get stuck. Maybe it's about not trying something new, maybe a food, maybe a toy, maybe even just wanting to jump into the ocean, which we should never do alone. We always have to be with someone. But sometimes we get stuck and we just say, "I don't want to try that." Maybe because it doesn't look like something that's familiar to you, or maybe it just doesn't smell good if it's a new food. But sometimes when we take a chance and we try, we find out that we really, really were being brave for a good reason. And we find out we really enjoyed it. So I'm hoping that you are going to get to try some new things. Maybe riding your bike. Maybe learning sign language. Maybe when you're riding that bike, maybe you're at a point where you want to try to take the training wheels off. And you could ride. Maybe it's time for you to try tying your own shoes. And you were afraid to try it because you thought you'd mess up. But guess what? We keep trying and trying and trying until we get better and better and better. So I'm excited because I'm trying this. And I think it's going okay. What do you think? Oh, I'm so happy. I have so many more things I want to share with you. In fact, I want to remind you to like this, and maybe you can ask your parents if you can subscribe to this site so that you can continue getting to see all of our adventures and we can go on that together. And then I'm also going to be reading some other stories, like the tricky octopus, the clumsy crab, smiley shark. I'm going to have those up there too so that you can help read along with me and maybe bring some friends or your family to sit around. And from these stories, think about your own adventures. Maybe think up your own story that you would like to share with me. If you aren't ready to write, maybe you can draw the pictures and you can tell your friend or your adult that's home with you if they could write down the story for you. And then you all can sit together and tell the story together. And maybe mom or dad, grandma or grandpa, or whoever you're with can think of their own adventure that they had with seeing under the sea creatures. This could stop if you let it stop. But this can go on and be a learning adventure for you and your family and for me. Because when you tell me what you've learned, I'm learning more about you. And that's very exciting. So don't forget to come back and to see my other story times. And if you didn't get to see my zoo theme, please go look for that as well. And you'll learn some new words using ASL. Now, before we end, we're going to do the song that I think you all thought I was going to do, but I didn't do. Are you ready? Let's do this. Baby shark doo 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 doo, baby shark doo 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 doo, baby shark doo 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 doo, baby shark. What comes next? Mama shark doo 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 doo, mama shark doo 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 doo, mama shark doo 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 doo, mama shark. Daddy shark doo 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 doo, daddy shark doo 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 doo, daddy shark doo 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 doo, daddy shark. Grandma shark doo 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 doo, grandma shark doo 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 doo, grandma shark doo 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 doo, grandma shark. What comes next? Grandpa shark doo 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 doo, grandpa shark doo 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 doo, grandpa shark doo 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 doo, grandpa shark. What's the other one? Swim away, do 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 do. Swim away, do 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 do. Swim away, do 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 do. Swim away. Oh, well, that was a lot of fun. That song doesn't end there, but we are going to end our time together because I hear you busy singing and laughing and having a good time, and I might even hear some parents going, "Oh, not that song again." But come on, shake it off. And go have fun with your kids and sing along. Do the rest of all the verses too. And make up your own. How about, kid, what could you do? The kid came running after me to do. You keep going and you make up your own. Have fun. Bye.